Welcome to News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Tom Corliss. Here now the news for July 27, 2020. We're coming to you from Disney's Pop Century Resort. That's right, from the Four Seasons to Pop Century in the same week. While temperature screenings have been a requisite for entering Disney Springs and all four Walt Disney World Resort theme parks since their reopening, screenings are now being expanded to table service restaurants and resort hotels across property and will be required in order to enter these dining locations. The update has been added to the restaurant reopening Know Before You Go landing page on the Walt Disney World website under the Health and Hygiene section. As with other locations at Walt Disney World Resort that require temperature screenings before entry, anyone displaying a temperature of 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit or above will be directed to an additional re-screening. Those with a temperature of 100.4 or above will not be allowed to enter. Those in their party will not be allowed entry either. Currently, temperature screenings are not required for general entry to the resorts. As a reminder, a confirmed dining reservation is required for day guests, those not staying overnight, and is highly recommended for guests staying overnight at a Disney resort hotel. At this time, based on guidance from health authorities, neck gaiters and open chin triangle bandanas, and now face coverings containing valves, mesh material, or holes of any kind are not acceptable face coverings any longer at the Walt Disney World Resort. New signage reflecting these changes has been erected at the Grand Floridian Resort and Spa and Epcot so far, and is expected to expand to other parks very soon. Reopening dates have shifted for Disney resort hotels, including delayed reopening dates now for Disney's Polynesian Village Resort and Disney's Art of Animation Resort. As part of the reopening schedule update, Disney's Beach Club and Disney's Boardwalk Inn, originally set to reopen on August 24th and October 1st respectively, will now remain closed until further notice. Both Disney's Polynesian Village Resort and the Art of Animation were set to reopen on August 12th. The new reopening dates are as follows. The Polynesian Village will open on October 4th and Art of Animation on November 1st. Dates for remaining resorts still scheduled to reopen are as follows. Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort opens this week. Disney's Yacht Club Resort opens on August 24th. The Grand Floridian Resort and Spa on September 21st. And the Coronado Springs Resort on October 14th. Reopening dates for the following resorts have not been provided yet. That is the All-Star Resorts, the Port Orleans Resorts, both French Quarter and Riverside, Animal Kingdom Lodge, the non-Disney Vacation Club, and Wilderness Lodge now, in addition to Beach Club and Boardwalk. Walt Disney World Resort Hotel guests now have a bit of extra time to enjoy the pool. Beginning July 27th, resorts' main or feature pools will open at 9 a.m., a 2-hour extension from the previous 11 a.m. opening. Pool closing time remains at 9 p.m. Cast members looking to return to the Magic on their days off will find that cast blockout dates for employee self-admission and one-day park hopper guest tickets have been lifted now through August 2nd, excluding days at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Park attendance will be managed via the Disney Park Pass reservation system. To enter a park, both a park reservation and valid cast admission are required. Main entrance pass and one-day park hopper guest tickets have been updated to reflect a full blockout beyond this week through October of 2020. At this time, the calendar does not extend past October. When Disney announced that the Cultural Representative Program was suspended indefinitely, many cast members were left in Orlando with nowhere else to go during these unprecedented times caused by the pandemic. Agape Source, a non-profit organization that provides care and resources to international students, has been feeding up to 60 displaced cast members for the last 14 weeks. While partners provided donations in the form of bread, eggs, and international foods, they have struggled to keep up with the need, even as some have finally gotten flights back to their home country. Now they're reaching out to the public for help. The organization launched a GoFundMe just hours ago in order to help them get through the finish line and keep the remaining 40 international cast members fed until they're able to secure flights home. The goal has been set at $20,000. Please go help them out. A new bus wrap has made its way into the Walt Disney World Resort, featuring some of our favorite friends from Disney Pixar's Up. As the side of the bus advertises, it's powered by renewable fuel as an eco-coach. They're all eco-coaches, these new buses. This particular bus is decorated with the Up characters Russell and Kevin, who are peering out of the windows, reminding you that the wilderness must be explored. Appropriately, the bus is lined with green stripes, and before the theme parks had to close due to COVID-19, we were consistently spotting these new bus wraps, but this is the first one since then. Even though it's only been a couple weeks since we last checked in on the bridge and new walkway between the Grand Floridian and the Magic Kingdom, it seems construction has been moving right along and the walkway is getting nearly ready to open. On the Magic Kingdom side, there's still a decent bit of work left to do, including planting new shrubbery, but it seems the construction crews have been hard at work to make the project go quickly. The last time we saw this area, the pathway was flanked with with beds of dirt. Since then, rows of plants have been added. The same could be said for this area, where the shrubs and trees have planted have given the walkway some life. The last time we photographed this area, everything was still covered in dirt, and now the guardrails that we recently observed being installed have been completed. In this area, the grass has been filled in to meet and line up with the new pavement. And from the Grand Floridian Resort and Spa side, the pathway seems ready for guests to start traversing across it as they make their way to the Magic Kingdom. During the reopening of Epcot, we took a ride on Living with the Land, and we were surprised to see that not many changes had come to the attraction outside of social distancing markers throughout the queue and hand sanitizer offered before boarding the vehicle. It appears that Epcot felt that additional measures may need to be taken, and they've added plastic dividers to each ride vehicle between all rows. As you can see, in between each row, a plastic divider is now hanging, on select boats at least. The system is similar to what we've seen at Kilimanjaro Safaris and Animal Kingdom, except these are a plastic material. From here, we can see straps that are holding the divider to the roof. It's important to note that cast members are still loading the ride vehicle every other row, and in the cases of a two-boat configuration, like we see above, the back row is not loaded. But eventually, we think they'll load every row with this in place. The Jose Carioca animatronic at the Grand Fiesta Tour attraction in Epcot's Mexico Pavilion has had quite the week. Days ago, he had fallen over during the day. Then his animatronic was fully removed from the attraction, only with flowers by his feet remaining. Now, not only even his flowers remain. Jose Carioca's spot is now completely empty. Panchito and Donald Duck look a little lonely without their buddy Jose. We, of course, wish him a speedy recovery and hope that Disney will return the animatronic to the Grand Fiesta Tour soon. If you happen to snag a copy of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Traveler's Guide to Batuu, you might have noticed that the book goes into detail about the in-park experience and what we might even see come to Batuu in the future. This primarily took form of details for 3 local holidays titled Black Spire Day, the Harvest Festival, and Life Day. It's now rumored that these events could be coming to Disneyland and Walt Disney World. Black Spire Day would celebrate the founding of Black Spire Outpost. It would take place on May 4th. I don't know, that sounds familiar, Star Wars and May 4th. For the Batuuan Harvest Festival, celebrating the natural resource that grows on Batuu, golden lichen, Black Spire Outpost would become adorned in golden decorations. It's also known in the Star Wars lore that Ogagara tends to hoard this resource and use it in her dishes and drinks served at her cantina. This event would coincide with the Halloween festivities that Disney parks are known for, provide seasonal decorations and unique food and beverage offerings. In the 1978 Star Wars Holiday Special, we learned how those in the Star Wars universe celebrated the season with Life Day, which is a traditional Wookiee holiday. The occasion would now be celebrated at the parks during our regular holiday season. While none of these events are confirmed, it is suspicious that it would be randomly in a book that is about a theme park land. Just days after we learned that Ample Hills Creamery will no longer operate at Walt Disney World, signage from the site of their planned location at Disney Springs has been removed. The ice cream shop had planned to open its second location at Walt Disney World on Disney Springs' west side before the company filed for bankruptcy in March. According to the company spokesperson, Disney's agreement with Ample Hills ended actually back in January, yet they were still operating. Now the construction walls are bare as they await the next tenant to occupy the space. Signage has also been removed from the location at Disney's Boardwalk, which is permanently closed. Now you can see the cartoon art that previously adorned the walls, but is now gone. Disneyland Paris officially began its phased reopening to the public on July 15th. After seeing success in the first phase, the resort has announced that 2 hit shows from last summer will now be returning to the park. The Lion King, Rhythm of the Pride Lands, and Jungle Book Jive will return on August 15th and August 22nd, respectively. Lion King Rhythm of the Pride Lands officially returning to the Frontierland Theater on August 15th. Seating will be altered throughout the theater in order to ensure social distancing among guests. Jungle Book Jive returns August 22nd, but it'll look a bit different. Previously, the show took place outdoors in a parade-like format. In order to enforce social distancing, the show will now take place in the Motors Action stage at Walt Disney Studios. That's right, the home of Lights, Motors, Action. They call it Motors Action. Additionally, it'll debut with a brand new format and storyline. Both shows are typically part of Disneyland Paris' annual Lion King and Jungle Festival, which debuted last year. Galactic Pizza Port, one of our favorite counter-service spots in the world, located at Tokyo Disneyland, closed last November for a long 5-month refurbishment. Now that Tokyo Disneyland is finally reopened to guests, we got to take a closer look at the new automated ordering systems that were installed at the restaurant. The Oriental Land Company is slowly moving towards automated systems like this to reduce the impact of the ongoing cast member shortage at Tokyo Disney Resort, and Galactic Pizza Port is a bit of a pilot system. You can watch our video walkthrough right here on YouTube or go to our site for pictures, including of our good friend Tony Solaroni, the intergalactic pizza maker. When Shanghai Disneyland became the first Disney resort to reopen following the historic COVID-19 closures, many entertainment offerings had been removed from the schedule. Now, 2 months after the resort reopened, we're delighted to see that fireworks are once again lighting up the skies above the park and the return of the Ignite the Dream Nighttime Spectacular. Thanks to Twitter user Dong Dong, we are thrilled to report that the firework performances have resumed in Shanghai Disneyland, as the other Disney resorts around the world still haven't shared details on when their nighttime shows will return. According to the Shanghai Disneyland website, Ignite the Dream, a nighttime spectacular of magic and light, is currently in trial operations. You can watch that full show on our YouTube channel. I actually filmed it from Club 33 in Shanghai if you want to check it out. Needing a spark of inspiration, this Figment shoulder plush should help with that. The tiny plush features our favorite purple dragon, proudly wearing his iconic yellow shirt with his name Figment written in bold red text on the front. Due to a mistake over at ImageWorks, the shoulder plush was released early on July 25th, then quickly taken away and is no longer on display. But don't worry, they told us it'll be officially available at the park beginning on August 8th, 2020. The newest Mickey ear hat ornament is themed to journey into imagination with Figment as well. This colorful hat ornament features a royal purple and orange checkered hat with the Classic Imagination Institute logo proudly displayed on the front. We're calling that classic now? I guess it's been around a while. Each Mickey ear is rainbow in color with images of Figment flying around, and there is a model of the dragon lounging dreamily across the top of the hat. We spotted the ornament in Ye Olde Christmas Shop at the Magic Kingdom for $24.99, and as you can see, it was purchased. I had to have one. Funko has officially announced the brand new Disneyland Resort 65th Anniversary Funko Pop Collection, available soon. The collection features a Matterhorn-themed Mickey and Donald Duck, an Alice in Wonderland set, and a connectable Disney character Casey Jr. train set. This new collection celebrates the 65th anniversary of Disneyland in Anaheim, California. Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck sport new alpine attire in a celebration of the Matterhorn bobsleds. New Alice in Wonderland products feature Alice, the Mad Hatter, and the Cheshire Cat. That set will be available to purchase at Target. A Funko Pop connectable train is available with the 65th Anniversary Collection. It includes Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, Goofy, Pluto, and Dumbo, each in their own train car aboard Casey Jr. That'll be an Amazon exclusive. If there are any wilderness explorers out there hunting for their outrageous clothing badge, we may just have cited the item you're looking for. We found this adorable new hooded sweatshirt, bringing the brightest pop of color to the children's section of World of Disney. Inspired by Kevin from Disney Pixar's Up, the hoodie will establish anywhere the boldest, loudest bird in the animal kingdom. It's available in children's sizes only, sadly. The Kevin hoodie costs $46.99. Disney legend Regis Philbin passed away at 88 years old on July 24, 2020. For many Disney fans like myself, Regis was a staple in their home during the holiday season as he hosted the Disney Parks Christmas Day Parade, formerly the Walt Disney World Christmas Day Parade, the Magic Kingdom from 1991 to 2008. Philbin, of course, was also a legend of ABC television, and then as far as the Disney parks are concerned, you can find him in Superstar Limo at Disney California Adventure as well. He appeared in video packages at Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Play It at both Disney California Adventure and Disney's Hollywood Studios. We here at WDWNT obviously treasured Regis Philbin, and we send our thoughts to the Philbin family. Personally, I grew up in Bronx, New York, actually just a couple blocks away from where Philbin was born. And I remember many times as a kid, we'd pass the house, and my parents would always go, "That's where Regis Philbin was born and raised." And I think for people from the Bronx, it's particularly inspirational that, the Bronx is not a very wealthy place. It's a rough neighborhood in many sections of the Bronx, rough neighborhoods. And to find that someone could work hard and be so successful was very inspirational to a lot of people in the Bronx, including myself. And I went into broadcasting, and Regis was one of those inspirations for me to do so. So he meant a lot to me, a strong Disney connection, a strong connection to where I was born and raised. For me and my family, he will be greatly missed. And thank you, Regis, for everything you've given us over all the years. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to WDWNT.com. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to WDW News Today on YouTube for more great content, and click the bell for notifications. Also, make sure to hit select all notifications so you never miss an episode of News Today with WDW News Today. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. And that is my final answer.
4 panelists, 30 minutes, 1 week in Disney Parks news. This is Parks Center. On Parks Center, the panel and I cover the top 7 Disney Parks stories of the past week. From attraction news to transportation scandals to new food and merchandise, we'll cover it all in 30 minutes or less. You can watch us stream live every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. at WDWNtunes.com, watch episodes on demand at youtube.com/WDWNT, or subscribe to the audio version of the show on your favorite podcast app.